Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss multiple choice questions related to fiber optics.
Question number 1 is optical fiber communication uses carrier wave as there are four options given: radio wave, laser wave, ordinary light and microwave. Actually, in optical fiber communication system, one has to send the information in the form of light up to a very large distance. Therefore, a coherent source is preferred. Therefore, the correct option is laser wave. Question number 2 is optical fiber communication is based on the phenomenon of there are four options given. First one is refraction, second one is total internal reflection, and the third one is polarization, and the fourth one is diffraction. As you know that an optical fiber is a cylindrical waveguide made of transparent dielectric medium which guide light waves along its length. Actually, in an optical fiber, there are three coaxial regions. The innermost region is known as core. The region surrounding the core is known as cladding. The refractive index of core is always greater than the cladding. Therefore, when a light beam is incident at the core cladding interface and if it makes an angle greater than critical angle, a total internal reflection of the light beam takes place and the light beam remains confined in the core region only. Therefore, the correct option is total internal reflection. Question number 3 is the loss in intensity of light in optical fiber is due to. There are four options given: reflection, absorption, scattering, all of these. Actually, in an optical fiber, due to the possible presence of impurity atoms, there are always possibility of reflection, absorption and scattering of light waves. Therefore, all these three options are correct. Hence, the option number 4 is correct, all of these. Question number 4 is in single mode fiber, diameter of core is equal to. There are four options given: 10 micrometer, 100 micrometer, 50 micrometer and 125 micrometer. I want to let you know that in single mode fiber, the diameter of core is typically in the range of 8 to 12 micrometer, whereas in multi-mode step index fiber, the diameter of the core is typically in the range of 50 to 200 micrometer. Therefore, first option is correct. Question number 5 is the innermost part of the optical fiber is known as core, cladding, sheet or protective layer. As we know that an optical fiber has three coaxial regions. The innermost region is core. Core is surrounded by cladding and cladding is surrounded by sheet. Therefore, the correct answer is core. The innermost part of the optical fiber is known as core. Question number 6 is the refractive index of core mu1 and cladding mu2 of an optical fiber satisfy the relation. First option is mu1 greater than mu2, second option is mu1 is smaller than mu2 and the third option is mu1 is equal to mu2 and the fourth option is none of them. So as we know that in an optical fiber, light is guided mainly due to the principle of total internal reflection. So, at the core cladding interface, total internal reflection must take place in order to guide the light wave, and it could be possible only when the refractive index of core is higher than the refractive index of cladding. Therefore, option number first is correct. Question number 7 is by increasing refractive index of core, the number of modes of propagation in an optical fiber cable There are four options given: remains unchanged, increases, decreases, none of these. As we know that in an optical fiber, the maximum number of modes Nm is expressed in terms of V number. V number is also called as normalized frequency, and it is defined as V is equal to pi d by lambda 0 into square root of n1 square minus n2 square. Here d is the diameter of the core, n1 is the refractive index of the core, n2 is the refractive index of cladding. Therefore, if you want to increase the number of modes propagating in optical fiber, you need to increase V number, and V number will increase by increasing either diameter of the core or by increasing the refractive index of the core. So, if we increase the refractive index of core N1, V number will increase, hence the number of modes of propagation in optical fiber will also increase. Hence, option number B is correct. Question number 8 is, in graded index optical fiber, the refractive index of core is, first option is non-uniform, second option is increases towards the axis of core, third option is same at core cladding interface, and the fourth option is all of these. If you look at the refractive index profile of graded index optical fiber, you will note that as one goes away from the axis of the core, the refractive index gradually decreases, and at core cladding interface it becomes equal to the refractive index of cladding. Therefore, as one goes towards the axis of core, the refractive index increases. So the option number B is correct. Question number 9 is, in multi-mode step index fiber, the core diameter is of the order of, first option is 10 to 20 micrometer, second option is 20 to 30 micrometer, third option is 300 to 400 micrometer, and fourth option is 50 to 200 micrometer. I want to let you know that in single mode step index fiber, the core diameter is typically in the range of 8 to 12 micrometer, whereas in multi-mode step index fiber, the core diameter is typically in the range of 50 to 200 micrometer. Therefore, the correct option is option number D.
Question number 10 is, the acceptance angle in terms of refractive index of core mu1 and cladding mu2 when the interfaces of optical fiber is exposed by the air is equal to. There are four options given, and first I want to tell you that acceptance angle is the maximum angle that a light ray can have related to the axis of fiber and propagate down the fiber, and it is defined as sine theta 0 is equal to n1 square minus n2 chi square. You can also write it as sine theta 0 is equal to mu1 square minus mu2 square. So here theta 0 is the acceptance angle. Here in option number C is correct.
Question number 11 is, if mu1 is the refractive index of core and mu2 that of cladding and mu0 of the medium meeting the interfaces of the fiber, the value of numerical aperture can exceed 1 only. So numerical aperture, if you remember, defined as mu0 sine theta 0, and sine theta 0 is equal to n1 square minus n2 square, or you can write it mu0 mu1 square minus mu2 square, where mu1 is the refractive index of the core and mu2 is the refractive index of the cladding, and mu0 is the refractive index of the medium meeting interfaces of the fiber. So here from this equation you can see that numerical aperture can exceed only 1 only when mu0 is greater than 1, because sin theta 0 cannot exceed 1. So only possibility is that If mu0 is greater than 1, then numerical aperture can exceed 1. Okay, so the correct option is option number B. Question number 12 is, in an intrinsic optical fiber sensor, the sensing medium is, four options are given: fiber, laser light, light detector, none of these. This is very simple question, so correct answer is option number A, that is fiber.
Thank you for watching and listening the videos.